Hey guys, how's it going? It's HelpfulLockPicker here, and welcome to tonight's live stream. So what I'm doing tonight is I'm going to be sharing with you a new little setup I'm trying out. I figured out how I could use my phone as a webcam, but it's really not the ideal setup, but I think it would be cool to get some different shots. So I figured I would just play with that setup, and I was going to make some keys for a friend. I'm going to make 3 AM7 keys, and then I'm going to make 3 AM3 keys. So we're going to have 3 5-pins and 3 6-pin American locks. And what I'm going to do is ask for everyone that is in the chat tonight to make a suggestion on what they would like the keys cut to, and then we'll be able to cut over to my code cutter, and I'm going to film that with my phone as the webcam. So I think that will be a pretty fun thing to do. So while everyone thinks about what they would like seen for the cuts, I am going to grab a piece of paper so I can write down your suggestions. Now, one thing to keep in mind is once I do get over to cut the keys, it is on the other side of the room. I was trying to set up 2 audio setups, one with a microphone over there and one over here, and I just wasn't able to figure it out in the moment, so the microphone will be quite far away, and I also won't be next to the computer, so I won't be able to read your comments while I am over there cutting the keys. So I may be running into a few bandwidth issues tonight, so my video may not be perfectly smooth as it normally is. It may be because I am doing a stream off my camera on my cell phone as well as here. But either way, let's see if anyone has any suggestions for the keys. So let's see, please share your suggestions for the bidding you would like me to cut. Max is 4, cuts are 1 through 8. So if anyone would like to share in the comment section, I'd be happy to do that. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to bring up a shot of the webcam so you can see what the code cutters look like. But what I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm going to do this first cut. Let's see, Christopher Thompson, 25142. And Dana, I appreciate that. I'm trying to keep the chat going just because I understand the video is probably, could be even 30 seconds behind at this point. But what I did do is I switched my phone over to the mobile network, and hopefully that will take some of the burden off of my home network. But Christopher Thompson, we're going to do 2 5 1 4 2. So I'll let everyone think about what they would like to see cut for the next set of keys. But for right now, I'm going to switch on over to the code cutting machine, and let's cut that key to 2 5 1 4. Alright, so trying again. I'm going to put our safety glasses on. And we're going to put our AM7 key in. We're going to align it. Alright, so there is that key. Now I'm going to ask everyone if that ended up working. I know that there probably is a delay on the audio, but let me ask, how did it work that time? Alright, so either way, here's 362, 562. So as I think we can all tell, this is a pretty bad setup, but it was fun to play with, at least for this video. I probably won't use it going forward, but we have 2 more keys left, so what would we like to do for the next round? I'm going to suggest that I'm going to make this one probably 848484. So I'm going to cut that one. And then I will see if anyone would like to share the last potential key in the chat. Alright, so here is 848484. That's a pretty aggressive looking bidding right there. And I'm going to check out the chat now. And then we're going to do one more key, and then I'll be fortunately done with having the shots of my phone, I believe. And then I can move on to the next thing. Mike Hopper wants to see the gauges. The only thing with that is I don't have any way to do that. I don't have any table near me to stand my camera up to see it, and I don't have 3 arms, unfortunately. So that would be very difficult because you need to use both hands when you are doing it. So Bill Bloodshed wants to do 1, 3, 2, 4, 1. It's a 6-pin lock, and we wanted to make it a little bit more challenging than that. If anyone has any suggestion, we could make, you know, some good variations in the bidding, and then we can get this last key done. And for Mike Hopper, I will do my best to show you the machine itself. If you guys want to hang on for a minute and decide on what you want the last key to be, I can try to set up the camera a little bit better for you, Mike Hopper, so you can check it out. Alright, so my copper, I attached my camera to the back of my chair, and it's going to be very, very difficult to cut, but I will give it the good old college try. Alright, so no one suggested a key bitting. I know that there may be some lag, so I'm just going to make one. Let's do 6, 8, 4, and then let's go to 8 again. And we can try to be a little max non-compliant. We can try 3 and just see what happens. 6, 4, 8, 4, 3. We'll be off by a little bit, but you know what? We'll live life on the edge. So, my copper, I hope this is a better view. I can see if I don't think I can zoom it in, but here you are. I hope that that's better. Alright. Alright, so on that last key, I wasn't paying attention, and I originally put a 5-pin code, so I think I did 68486 1 on the last one. So there's that right there. So we'll see how that key works. So 684861. That looks like it's going to work. And I pulled out the Blitz card just in case anyone wanted to kind of see what that looks like. So you line up the spaces dial with, this will be where key pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and these are going to be the depths you cut to. So you turn with one hand for the space, and you do with the other hand for the depths. So that is going to be that part. Now, what I want to do now is, now that I have these keys cut, I'd like to stamp them and show you guys what that is like. I haven't had a chance to do that in any of my videos yet, and I think that would be a pretty cool thing to do. So, hope everyone's still doing well. I just disconnected my other camera, so hopefully the bandwidth will be much better. And I'm going to stick with the main camera going forward. So, moving forward here, what I'm going to do is I am going to remove this piece of white here just because I don't want to damage it. So bear with me for 1 second and I will be right back. Alright, so here we are with a nice little non-white area, and what I have here is going to be my HPC Stamp Aligner. I do want to do a video on this eventually, I just haven't really gotten around to it. It's a pretty cool tool. If done correctly, it can align very, very well. So our first key was this one, which was 25142. I could stamp and say please duplicate. I do have the letter stamps. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take it like this, and then we're going to align it. Hold it in place, and then I just want to make sure everyone has a decent view. So it's 5 pen. Just make sure it aligns. I usually will go over to 2, and there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over. And then I can take out my set of stamps, which if I zoom out, you can see we have our stamps right here. We have 2, you can get them in order here, 2, 6, 4, 3, there's 0, there's 1, 6, 8, 7, 5. Alright, so we have our stamps in order here. And what we can do now is let's stamp this key. So what we're going to do is 25142. So I'm just going to take my first stamp, try not to hit the camera lens, and do 2. Then we're going to move over 1 click. It slides right in place so you can feel it. We're going to do 5. I'm going to go over 1 spot. I'm going to do 1. Then we're going to do 4. And now we're going to do 2. Alright, so that one's done. Now, the next one was 84862. So, we can align that up. I just have a hard time doing this with the camera in my way. I apologize. All right. Now we're going to get the 8 stamp. Then we're going to do the 4. I'm going to do the 8. Then we're going to do the 6. And then we're going to do the 2. Now the next key was 43152. Okay. Now we're going to do 43152. I want to say, Air Curve, thanks for stopping in. You know what? It might be better that you join now, because the beginning was a little bit rough, doing my segment with my phone, trying to use this app that sort of just crashed my bandwidth. But it was a fun experiment, and I appreciate everyone that was able to be a part of it and see what that potential would be like. But I think I will stick with using anything that will connect directly, so we don't have that problem. I don't feel like I, have the best quality videos out there, but I do like to make them at least watchable. And I don't think the beginning of this video was probably considered watchable. But 43152. Alright, so now we have the 6-pin keys. This one I believe was 362562, 362562. And since it has the JMA stamped on the front, I'm going to stamp it on the opposite side just so it's a little bit better looking. So I'm just going to align this up right here, and then just verify that it's going to have enough space. I think I would like to move it up just a smidge. Alright. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is going to be hanging off a little bit, but we'll see how it comes out. Actually, I'll be better off if I start all the way over to the left. Alright, so we're going to do 362562. 3, 6, make sure that clicks into place. 362, 5, 6, 2. And here it is. 3, 6, 2, 5, 6, 2. Next up is going to be my 848484, which is some interesting bitting. Eight, 4, 8, 4, 8, 4. All right, and our last one, and this is the one that I wasn't 100% sure on, and I went a little max compliant at the end. 6, 8, 4, 8, 6, 1. All right. All right, so let's start off with the 6. Eight, 4, 8, 6, 1. All right, so that was a good grouping of keys we were able to just make with the HP Aligner. We were able to cut this key here and stamp it, this key here, this key here, and I hope my friend's gonna enjoy them. These will be fun to play with. And either way, guys, that's really all that I have for you today. I don't know if anyone has anything that they would like to share while we have the live stream going, but I just want to say that thank you to everyone that was able to make it out tonight. I know that this was not the best orchestrated live stream out there. They are always a learning process, and I think that I know now that at least my current approach is not going to work using my phone like I had tried. But I just want to say that this was really cool. It was nice to see everyone that was able to make it out tonight, and I feel like this was a lot of fun. I know that there's a little bit of lag between me speaking and when I'm speaking, so I'm just going to see if anyone does anyone have anything they would like to share? But either way, I just want to say thank you to everyone that has made it here in the comments. Dana Reed, Burn Surgery 451, Mike Hopper, Air Curve. We can see Fred Philstoner was in here, Ed Sileo, and everyone else that was able to make it in tonight. I think this was a pretty fun thing to do. It's good to see Rune Picker in when Rune Picker was able to make it, Christopher Thompson. Starry Lock, it was good to see you when you were able to make it. And I understand that this is an unscheduled video. It was a little bit out there, but I just want to say thank you to everyone that was able to make it. Mike Hopper, thank you for the kind words. But I think I will close the video with this. I just want to say that this was a fun experiment. And as always, if you have any questions or suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I do enjoy doing my live streams. I think they are a fun thing to do. I'm going to continue with them. I feel like the setup I typically use does pretty well, but I'm going to continue to try to grow with them. But thank you again to everyone that was able to make it. Thank you, Dana Reed, for really enjoying every minute of the live stream. And just thank you again to everyone that was able to make it out. But that is all I have for you today. If you guys have any questions or suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like it, please consider subscribing. Every subscription makes such a big difference, whether it be to my channel or whether it be to any of the smaller channels out there in Locksport. I think we're all in this together. This is a really fun hobby to grow and just keep spreading the word of it. I think that this is one of the best communities out there, and I think that it is just a lot of fun. So either way, guys, I hope everyone has a good night, everyone stays safe, and I'll see you in the next video.